All right, what's going on, everybody? It's been a while. I know, it's been a while, but what's good, y'all? It's your man Desert Eagle here. Hope everybody's enjoyed their Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all, your family, your loved ones, your friends, everybody that's close to y'all. And most definitely, happy Thanksgiving to all the haters out there. You feel me? To all the haters out there, happy Thanksgiving to every last one of y'all as well. Because if you ain't got no haters, you ain't really doing much. But so I just want to say salute to y'all as well. But anyway, man, um, I know it's been a while. Some of the games past games I wasn't able to live stream because we had plenty of prime time games, such as the Sunday night games and whatnot. You know, I told you I wasn't going to be able to do that. You feel me? Because I had to work the very morning. First thing in the morning. So I mean, you always got to prioritize your main source of income, that pays the bills and everything. So my apologies for those that was looking forward to it, but you feel me? So there was that. And there were times where I was with the family during the game and everything. I wanted to live. I mean, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to live stream this past Sunday against the Ravens, or was I actually going to go to the game? But because some things came up at the last minute. My son got sick and everything. Actually, a lot of us got sick. We decided to just stay home, just chillax. I was watching the game with my son, and while he was laying down and everything, I was all bundled up and everything. So just gotta prioritize family and your health and everything. So so I just want to say shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to Big D, Big Dragon. Shout out to Jerry G, JR. Shout out to him as well. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Let me tell you something. The last time I streamed, it was a lot warmer. Ain't that something? It was a lot warmer. Right now, it's cold as hell, man. You got to get all bundled up. You got to make sure you got a hot beverage with you, hot tea and all, man. Hey, man, stay warm because it's going to get colder. I mean, if you live in Philly, Jersey, or whatever, it's going to snow overnight. Hey, man, make sure you got salt ready. Get your hot beverage. Do everything. Just stay warm and keep getting that money because that's what it's all about in the end. Now, I just want to say you're welcome, Dashy. You feel me? You're welcome to Dashy. You're welcome, Unk. Shout out to Mac, man. I know the Steelers is going to win the division. I mean, it could be a tough one either way, but to those that rooted for the Eagles to beat the Ravens, in that NFC North Division, not NFC, I'm tripping, AFC North Division, you're welcome. But yeah, man, look, I'm gonna do a quick little recap. Then we're gonna call out the refs. I'm gonna do a quick little recap. First of all, man, AJ Brown showed up this game. He did. Although he was held, he could have had a touchdown, but he was held by that defender. I want to talk about that, by the way. I do want to talk about that. But yeah, man, AJ Brown did his thing though. I don't know how much he had in catch wise because I wasn't really keeping up with the numbers. Like I said, I was laying in bed that whole time. But yeah, man, AJ Brown, he did his thing. Saquon, we didn't really see the best of him until like late in the second quarter. He's more of a four quarters kind of guy. I mean, you might not see him show up, all game or whatever, but he will show up later on. You feel me? He will show up. As soon as they leave an opening, there he is. There he is. You saw a little Jahan Dotson early on in the game. You feel me? And Dallas Goedert. I didn't realize he went out, but apparently he's going to be on IR, which really sucks, man. I just want to say get well, Dallas Goedert. Yes, sir. Y'all still flocking? Y'all still flocking, Ravens fans? Hey, man, look. Hey, I'm gonna get to that soon. You feel me? Now the Ravens are gonna be one of those teams. I am gonna you feel I am going to do my victory lap. You feel me? Because the Ravens are one of those teams I do hate outside of the NFC East. You feel me? Because I got family members that are Ravens fans. You feel me? And I told y'all when we lost the Super Bowl, one of the reasons why I also wanted to win it. I mean, of course I want to win the Super Bowl regardless. But I'm sick and tired of not. I don't give a damn about the Cowboys. Honestly, I don't give a damn about the Giants. They're always going to look up at us, and they're always going to be in our shadow. No, regardless of the ring count. You feel me? They talk about how they don't give a shit about us. They talk about that we're not their rivals or anything, but they stay talking about us. You feel me? They say treat ringless peasants or people that ain't got no that one ring peasants and everything. They say treat them like one ring peasants, but they stay talking about us. They talk about us as if we got more rings to them. You feel me? So I don't give a damn about Cowboy fans and how they try to deflect the fact that they hate us the most. You feel me? They talk like they show way more hate towards us than they talk about the Giants or they talk about Washington. So I don't give a damn what they gotta say. But anyway, the Ravens, I look at them as rivals way more than I look at Washington, and that's a fact. I look at the Ravens way more as a rival than I look at the Commanders. I wish I went against them more often instead of just once every 4 years. You feel me? I hate them more than I hate the Steelers. I hate them more than I hate the Falcons. I hate them more than I hate the Panthers. I hate them more than I hate the Patriots. I could say I hate them more than I do the Niners, but Niner fans, they talk way too much. You feel me? And when I talk shit about them, they had that shit coming. You feel me? In the Super Bowl. But I'm getting way off topic. I'm getting a little off topic. I'm not even supposed to be there yet. You feel me? In my little quote unquote victory lap. But let's recap right quick. The Eagles look like the better team. All right. Now, although I will say, the Ravens might have been one of those teams in my schedule predictions that the Eagles could lose to. Because I feel like we struggle when it comes to mobile quarterbacks. And Lamar Jackson, in my opinion, is the best mobile quarterback if it's not Jalen Hurts. At one point, he was the only top-tier quarterback Jalen Hurts has not beaten. He was one of the only top-tier quarterback Jalen Hurts has not beaten. But Sunday changed that. Sunday truly changed that. Not only did we beat Lamar Jackson, but we shut him down plenty of times. And I thought we wasn't going to be able to catch him. As fast as he is, I think he's faster than Jalen Hurts. I'm saying that humbly. I think he's faster than Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts, he's going to haul ass, but one thing that Jalen Hurts do have more than Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts got more power. He can hold a whole squad. Lamar Jackson may be faster, but he's not as strong as Jalen Hurts. You feel me? His arm, I don't know. I'm going to keep it as respectful as possible. Lamar Jackson, I believe it's very debatable. If he's not better than Jalen Hurts, they may be equal. I will say that. If he's not better than Jalen Hurts, he's definitely on that same level. But both of them have clear differences. Lamar Jackson, I'm going to be real with you. Lamar Jackson was the only quarterback I feared on our schedule. Once you leave an opening for him, pause. But once you leave an opening, he'll either disappear or he's going to make plays. But I'm happy we contained him as best as we could, more than enough to win this game. Like, for real. What up, Rady Red? Shout out to you. What's going on? And I you know what? I try to be, I try to be a sport. I wanted to give my props. I wanted to say shout out to Baltimore. Baltimore is my second home. You feel me? Baltimore is my second home. I got a number of love for people out of Baltimore. I know a lot of people out of Baltimore. Shout out to Jaganov. He's a Jags fan, but that's where he stay at. Shout out to him. But yeah, man. Like I said, Baltimore is my second home. But y'all already know my loyalty stands. You feel me? Y'all know exactly where my loyalty stands. I say it all the time. Fuck your team if it ain't midnight green. Baltimore may be my second home, but it's always and forever Philly. You know how it is, man. We walk up to that stadium, it's always Philly in the building, man. We went up there, we showed out. We look like a real football team out there. People doubted us. I believe Baltimore might have been the favorite. They were like, what, 3-point favorites, I believe? They try to say they linebacking core was way better than the Eagles. Now I think Roquan Swift is a damn good linebacker. There's no question right there. At one point, he was better than Zach Bone prior to him going to the Eagles. But Zach Bone, he showed out, man. You gotta give Zach Bone his respect. Because that man is all over the field. He's looking like the best damn linebacker in the NFL. You feel me? He's looking like, man, look, you gotta at least put him up there in the top 3. I don't give a damn what y'all say. You gotta at least put him up there in the top 3. I forgot his name. Is it LJ Fort? I think that's his name. I think he's a linebacker. You gotta give him respect. And I think Roquan Smith is another one. You know, there's like, but come on, you gotta put Zach Bone up there in the top 3. You definitely gotta put him up there. He's already being compared to legends like Luke Kuechly and them, man. What's the other guy name? Damn it, he's also with the Niners. Is it Fred Warner? Like, come on, man. You gotta put Zach Bone up there this year. I'm not saying overall as a permanent thing, but this year you gotta put some respect on Zach Bone's name, man. He came from New Orleans with nothing. Like, he had everything to prove. Let's just say that. I don't even think people thought he was going to be in the top 20. I don't even think we had a linebacker this fucking good since what? Jeremiah? I mean, let me say this, all right? That's cap. That's cap. Jordan Hicks was legit. Michael Kendricks may have been legit. Nigel Bradley may have been legit. But Zach Bone, consistently this year, he's popped up, bro. He's been balling out. Yo, it's been a long time. Shout out to Steele Jackson, one of my first subscribers on this channel. It's when I started making football videos. Shout out to the OG subscriber, man, Steele Jackson, bro. He's one of the, bro, shout out, my God. Salute to you, my guy, man. I'm trying to make sure I don't get thrown off. But yeah, you gotta put some respect on Zach Bone's name, man. Like, for real. You gotta at least put him in the top 3, for real. Quinyon Mitchell, Quintamino Bay, if that's how you pronounce it. He's doing this thing, man. Did y'all see that hit on Cooper DeJean? Bruh, I don't think I've seen any player put that hit on King Henry like Cooper DeJean just did. I don't think I've seen anyone lay the smackdown on King Henry like Cooper DeJean just did. And we gotta keep it a buck. We gotta keep it a buck. We gotta keep it all the way 100. A lot of y'all did not think Cooper DeJean was it because he was a white corner. That's right. I'ma say it. I'ma call it out. A lot of y'all did not. I'm not saying just necessarily Eagles fans, but the people all around the NFL and on the media. A lot of y'all did not give Cooper DeJean a chance because he was a white corner. I said it. Y'all made it all about race when it came to Cooper DeJean. Y'all made it all about race. He is proving y'all wrong left and right. There were Eagles fans that didn't even want Cooper DeJean. Ain't that insane? Ain't that insane? Ain't that insane, though? Cooper DeJean, he's a fucking general, bro. Shout out to him. Drafting Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean in the same. Come on, man. They gonna be killing it in the future. They're gonna be killing it in the future, man. Like, for real. Defense overall, you gotta get like this defense, man. This defense is insane. I thought defense was gonna be 10 times better than it was last year with Sean Desai / Matt Patricia. But they looking 10 times better. They looking 10 times better. I'm seeing more consistently. That's exact consistency. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. They locking players up left and right, man. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying every moment of it. They're already putting Vic Fangio in that same level as Jim Johnson. But you know what? Although I understand why they're doing that, but if the Eagles can make it all the way and win it, then we can talk about it. But until then, I want to see this. all the way to the very end. I want us to shut down, our biggest threat in the NFC, in my opinion, that is the Lions. That is the Lions. I could throw the Packers in there as well, but we already know, the Eagles weren't even 100%. We beat. I mean, that was only week one, but I want to see this in the playoffs. Let me just say that I want to see that in the playoffs. If we can do that and win it and win out, then we can say Vic Fangio is better than Jim Johnson. But until then, I'm a hold back on that one. I'm gonna pump the brakes on that one a bit. But I'm going to say I'm loving what I'm seeing. Let me tell you something. I haven't felt this excited for this team since what? I don't even know. I could say 2022, but we got to keep it 100. The Eagles did play a lot of bum teams in 2022. Although the playoffs may have separated the real teams from the frauds, but this year, people said we had no chance against the Ravens, who was, in my opinion, the toughest team in our schedule. But I got to throw the Steelers into the mix, too. We got to throw the Steelers into the mix, too, though. They're going to be another tough team we got to go against. I'm very confident right now. I haven't felt this. I don't know, bro. I don't know when's the last time I felt this freaking excited. I don't know when's the last time I felt. I'm saying Super Bowl. I don't know. I could say 2017. I want to see it. Here, I'm feeling, bro, I literally went to work pumped as ever. A lot of Eagles fans that showed up at my job. And there's a lot of Eagles fans at my job. You feel we all hype and shit. We already talking. You feel we already talk. Bro, I'm just saying, I don't know when's the last time I felt this hype, bro. I just don't know. I don't know. I got to move over. But anyway, man, I do believe this team is better than 2022, though. I do believe that. I mean, yeah, we had Miles saying, let me tell you something, bro. If Saquon Barkley was in 2022, we would guarantee win the Super Bowl. Because that Super Bowl, although I personally believe we got screwed with the whole with the field situation and that bogus call, that holding call and everything. But nonetheless, man, yeah, Jalen Hurts from, but he redeemed himself. He never gave up. But Miles Sanders, he did not show up when we needed him. Miles Sanders, yeah, I mean, let me say this. We managed to make to the Super Bowl without Saquon Barkley. Hence is why y'all can't say that Saquon identifies our offense. Yeah, he's a big piece of our offense, but we still managed to make the Super Bowl without him. And let 2022 be the perfect example. But if Saquon was still in 2022, he would have made up the huge flaw that Miles Sanders couldn't at the moment. Because Miles Sanders, there is a difference with Miles Sanders and Saquon Barkley when it comes to closing games. Miles Sanders, he will stick a dagger in your chest, right? But halfway in, where you will bleed out slowly and eventually close the game. But Saquon Barkley, when it comes to closing, not only will he stick a dagger through your heart, he will stick it all the way through to no hope of returning. That is the big difference right there. That is the big difference. Saquon Barkley, he was good enough to get the job done. But hold on, let me start over. Miles Sanders, I screwed up. Miles Sanders, he may have been good enough to close games. But Saquon Barkley, it's over. There's no hope of return. That man's a fucking monster. Miles Sanders could not do what I'm tripping. Miles Sanders cannot do what Saquon could. Dead ass. How many big yard gains that Saquon did that Miles Sanders couldn't? Let me calm down, man. I'm losing breath and shit. Damn. Bro, this. I haven't felt this excited, bro. It's freaking insane. It's freaking insane. I may have been feeling good last year, despite that collapse. Yeah, we had that collapse at the very end. But, last year, we only won by like a mere possession. But this game is way more convincing. We're winning by big dog. Like, we're blowing teams out. We did not do that last year, bro. We were blowing teams out. We did not do that last year. This team, despite winning, they didn't look like they were on the same page. As a matter of fact, when that collapse, that 6 straight loss at the very end happened, I've seen the writing on the wall. The team didn't look like the team looked like they gave up on the coaching, the Sean Desai, the Brian Johnson, the freaking what's his name? Matt Patricia. You don't see that with Kellen Moore in the office. You don't see that with Vic Fangio in the office. You don't see that at all. And Nick Sirianni is still there. They don't have to defend. They don't at all. At one point, he was on the verge of getting fired. He was on the verge of getting terminated. But hey, he's still here. They're still defending him. Like I say, they didn't have to do that, but they did anyway. But yeah, man. Like, I was supposed to keep it on topic, but I'm all over the place, bro. My bad, but I'm just excited, bro. This defense is for real. The offense, on the other hand, they can be, they seem to overcome adversity no matter what situation that they're in, and I like to see that. They may not be dominant in the first quarter. I mean, they did score in the second quarter, but the first quarter, they look clueless. They look very clueless. They had no idea. Like, they had no idea how to slow down the Ravens defense because they were all over Jalen Hurts. The offensive line, at one point, looked like they were getting pushed around. They kept breaking Jalen Hurts out of the pocket, but it had been too late. About time, Jalen Hurts finds someone, he already gets sacked. There are times he needs to throw the ball away. But yeah, the first quarter, it did not look good. It did not look good. But in the second quarter, they looked 10 times better. 10 times better. Third quarter, you could say they were like evenly or so. They were not really like neither teams was scoring. It was more of a defensive battle. But the fourth quarter, Eagles had it on lockdown. Eagles had it on lockdown. But yeah, man. Although I would like to see, it's like I don't know what to say because as long as the offense is playing their part, even if it's eventually by the second quarter, I don't know. It has me concerned in at times. They concern me. They do concern me at times. Let me just say that. They do concern me at times. But eventually they wake up, they'll find an opening, they'll score, they'll run the ball. Saquon Barkley will be cooking the defense. All I could do is just sit back and just continue hoping that they will always find a way to overcome adversity, no matter how bad the situation or disadvantage that they're in or whatever. Because I've seen it plenty of games. But yeah, defense though, got to get this game to the defense, hands down. Got to get this game to the defense. Sometimes you forget that Zay Flowers was even on the field. Now, Mark Andrews, yeah, he did. There are times he did get open. I don't think them. I don't know if I want to say so much that Reed Blankenship may have hit the ceiling or whatever. Because I mean, I'm not going to put Reed Blankenship on a great talent level or whatever, but he's good but not great. And I think even though Mark Andrews is a lot bigger than him, regardless, pause. He's I don't know, but I don't know, or maybe this is just an off game for Reed Blankenship because let's call a spade a spade. I mean, Reed Blankenship got beat out. Maybe it was just an off game for him. I don't know, but yeah, man. far from his best game, but hey, but there were like, and let me also point these two out there, or I guess the last one. Then we're gonna talk about the whole penalties and everything. Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, and Nelson Aguilar. I forgot Nelson Aguilar was still in the NFL. Let me keep it a buck with you, or whatever. But Mark Andrews, Nelson Aguilar, and Zay Flowers, they were dropping passes left and right. Yeah, there were times that Lamar Jackson did overthrow. They did overthrow. But there were times when the ball was right in their hands, or they might have slowed up a bit or whatever, where they did drop passes. But that's part of the NFL. I mean, what else is there to say? That's part of the NFL. I mean, how many times had the Eagles at one point drop passes? And we wasn't allowed to point that out there. We were making they say we were making excuses left and right. So I'm going to keep that same energy. You feel me? You got to hold on to the ball. That's part of the NFL. If you ain't catch it, it's going to hurt you in the end. You feel me? It's going to hurt you in the end. That's just part of the NFL. So I mean, if we're not allowed to bring up some of the drop passes that we've had, then I'm not going to let y'all do that either. You feel me? Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. So, I mean, and besides, what were y'all thinking? Even relying on Nelson Aguilar to catch, to quote unquote test our secondary. I mean, yeah, he was right there. The ball was right in his hands, but he did exactly what he's always struggled in, and that's contain the ball. You should have known better. You should have known better. If that was Zay Flowers, I'm sure he would have caught it a lot better than Nelson Aguilar. But yeah, that was your mistake right there. You're entrusting Nelson Aguilar to test our secondary. You trusted him a little too much to catch that ball. So that's on y'all. That's on y'all. So yeah, man. And then you got Justin Tucker. I know I'm a little late on this one. Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker missed kicks left and right. He missed 2 field goals in a PAT. He might have missed more than that. I don't know. But to all you Ravens fans, that's literally trying to sit here and tell us not to get too excited because if Justin Tucker didn't miss, y'all would have won the game. It's funny that you say that because when the Eagles went against the Commanders, Jake Elliott missed just as many kicks as Justin Tucker did. This past Sunday. But you know what the difference is, Ravens fans? Is that the Philadelphia Eagles still won the game despite Jake Elliott struggling. So I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear a damn thing you got to say about Justin Tucker. Is he not the best damn kicker in the NFL? Or top 3? To be more respectful? Is he not one of the best kickers in the NFL? Like, come on now. Y'all making excuses. And to mention, this isn't Baltimore's first time playing in that freezing weather. If anything, y'all are legit when y'all are good when y'all play in the cold weather. The Lions are legit when they play in that weather. The Bears, the Packers, the Eagles, the Giants, the Jets, the Patriots, the Broncos. There's multiple teams with their kickers that's pretty good despite playing, even in a freezing weather. So I don't want to hear whatever y'all had going on, whatever mental issue or whatever. That sounds like a personal problem. Because I'm going to say it once again. Jake Elliott had a similar issue when we played the Commanders. And despite that, the Eagles still won regardless. So y'all just making excuses at that point. Y'all making excuses. And I'm going to say it once again. That's part of the NFL. Now, here is the main part I'm sure y'all are here for, and I said it in the title. Oh, now we want to talk about penalties, right? I got to make sure to timestamp this at 30 minutes in or 31 minutes in. So hold up, right? Hold up. Now y'all want to talk about penalties. Not only to the Ravens fans, but to the to all the haters out there, to Tony Romo. To Tony Romo. To all the haters out there. Y'all on the media, ESPN. Because I've seen some of them complaining as well, trying to call out that false start. You know, when the Eagles did that the tush push or the brotherly shove or whatever. I got a question for every last one of y'all. I got a question for y'all. Because now y'all want to be mad at the refs and try to blame them as to why the Ravens lost that game. Where was that energy when the Ravens offensive line was holding Jalen Carter majority of the game? Hey, Tony Romo, why wasn't you on some, oh, that's a hold. That's a hold. That guy was holding Jalen Carter. That should have been a flag. Where was that energy then? Where was that energy when the Ravens scored in that garbage time touchdown? That garbage time touchdown. Where was that energy when they missed that illegal hands to the face? Or a face mask for sure. Why were y'all saying, oh, that's a face mask? That's a face mask. Ravens should not have gotten that touchdown. That's a face mask. Tony Romo, where was that energy then? And I want to talk to Tony Romo because he's one of the best in the game to commentate. He's one of the best. Now, please forgive me if y'all may. I'm going to clarify when I say this, okay? I'm going to clarify when I say this. Tony Romo is today's John Madden. I know y'all going to be mad. You're going to find it disrespectful. There's no disrespect to John Madden. You feel me? He was the best in the game, you know, when he was commentating. But in this era, Tony Romo is the best at it. He knows the plays in and out. He be calling it left and right. He knows his shit. You feel me? He knows his shit. Tony Romo is today's John Madden. I don't know a better way to put it. I do not know a better way to put it. All right? I do not know a better way. All right, I got to take the next exit. Whatever. I do not know a better way to put it. Kind of missed my exit, but whatever. I'll just move over. Oh, that's cool. So, yeah. Tony Romo is today's Johnny Madden. First of all, I want to say shout out to Johnny Madden. You know, RIP to the GOAT. You feel me? But now that, now that Romo is, commentating and everything, you feel me? He's the only guy that knows his shit. He's the only guy that knows his shit. But yeah, man, I'm going to recognize greatness. You know, I hated the guy when he was with the Cowboys. I will say he had our number, without a doubt, despite being an average quarterback, but he had our number. But Tony Romo, I'm going to need you to keep that same energy because there were so many penalties that the refs missed, and it benefited the Ravens. There were so many penalties. They held Jalen Carter majority of the game. They held Jalen Carter. They missed that face mask when they scored in garbage time. They sure as hell did. That defender that was sticking A.J. Brown, when A.J. Brown was in the end zone, he could have scored. But unfortunately, he dropped it. And he only dropped it because that defender held him. Like, come on now. Eagles would have had more than 24 points? Like, come on now. Let's call a spade a spade. Y'all talking about how the refs benefit the Eagles? Nah, they benefit the Ravens. Like, come on, man. Y'all capping when y'all say that. Y'all capping when y'all say that. The Eagles benefit the Ravens. They heavily, the referees strongly benefit the Ravens. I know they lead I heard they lead the league in playoffs and everything. And I'm gonna tell you this: as long as those refs, right? As long as if those refs if they were to officiate for the Ravens in the future or whatever, they would no longer be leading in penalties. And that's facts. So many penalties. It was so bad that Lamar Jackson, I don't know how many times he got sacked, maybe 3 or 4 times. That man would have been sacked no more than 10 times. No more. At least 6, 10 at max. If they if they wasn't holding Jalen Carter the way they was. Like, come on now. It just shows that Jalen Carter's a freaking beast. And I'm starting to see it more. I'm starting to see more and more. Jalen Carter's looking more like a beast. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So to them Ravens fans that's complaining about referees and everything, you might want to watch that game again because from what I've seen, from what a lot of people seen, I'm surprised there's many that's even defending the Eagles. The officiating was terrible, and we've been calling out the refs the entire freaking like for the past couple of weeks. We've been calling out the refs. We've been calling them out, and y'all never heard what we had to say. Y'all never heard what we had to say. Y'all called us crybabies. Y'all called us sore winners, whatever. But now y'all expect us to listen to y'all. You feel me? All because of a missed false start. Was that a miss? Was that a false start, that tush push? Yeah, it was. I agree with that. It definitely was. It definitely was. It should have been called for a false start. I have no problem admitting that. But once again, of all the times we called out the refs on the missing hold, on the Ravens, countless of them, the terribly officiated game against the Commanders, the Rams. Like, come on now. They missed so many calls lately. We've been calling them out several times, but y'all never heard what we had to say. And if the Eagles lost, terrible officiating, y'all be shutting us down. Y'all be laughing at us. Oh, but now y'all expect us to feel sorry for the Ravens all because of a missed false start? Man, y'all can kiss my ass with that. Like, if it's one thing I love doing, is exposing the double standard by the NFL and all the haters. And as you see in the picture, if you don't see the picture, that's on YouTube. But it seems to me, y'all be on some Stevie Wonder. Y'all be on some Stevie Wonder shit / the lady that be wearing the blindfold. Y'all wanna act all blind and shit when it's the penalties. You feel me? When the opposing team commit all sorts of penalties and like nobody pays attention to that. But when the Eagles commit penalties, everybody want to cry. You feel me? When the Eagles, like when there's a missed penalties that somewhat benefits the Eagles, everybody want to cry about it. Like, nah, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. We've been getting fucked over by the refs more than anyone. We deal with the refs much worse than Detroit has a couple years ago. We deal with the refs much worse than Cam Newton has back when he was in the NFL. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like shit. I could be starting this group called the PVE. Because I know the DVE, Detroit versus everyone. You feel me? That group existed because they were always fucked over by officiating. And shout out to the Lions, you feel me? Shout out to the Lions. And let me say this about the Lions, too, before I keep on going. Let me say this about the Lions. Shout out to the DVE, you feel me? Shout out to the One Pride Riders, if that's the group name for the Detroit fans. Shout out to y'all. And I'm going to keep it a buck. Because I got nothing but respect for the fans. Shout out to CJ. Shout out to Man Beast. Shout out to Mondo Ray Moore, Shout out to Dante Chase, JMO, and many other of the Detroit Lions fan base. Moby and everyone. Shout out to y'all. If there was a next ringless peasant that deserves a ring, it is the Lions. You feel me? Just like the Eagles. They're very passionate. They're very loyal. They always stick by their team no matter how trash they was. So I'm going to say they're the next ringless. They're the next ringless team that deserves a ring. However, 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 as long as the Philadelphia Eagles are competitive and they're also pursuing that ring, as long as they're in the race, unfortunately for the Lions, we're not going to allow that. You feel me? We're not going to sit back and grant you that opportunity. You feel me? You feel me? So I just want to let that be known. I just want to let that be known. You had your chance to win the Super Bowl last year. You blew it. I think the Lions would have definitely beaten the Chiefs. I think they would have definitely beaten the Chiefs. But y'all blew that game when y'all lost to the Niners. That was your opportunity right there. And no matter how much y'all talk shit, I couldn't be mad at y'all. You feel me? I low-key be happy for y'all. But let me tell you this here, man. Look, y'all are the next ringless team that deserves the ring. But as long as my team is in the race, we're not going to just sit back and grant you that opportunity. You feel me? You got to earn it. You got to earn it. You guys might be the first team that I might not hate on if y'all eliminated us from the race and win y'all ring. Because I told y'all my job in the NFL, right, is to talk mad shit, give them all the hate in the world if they eliminate us. If they beat us in the regular season or eliminate us from the playoffs, you feel me? I would never root for them. But the Lions, I just got nothing but respect for their loyalty. I got nothing but respect for their commitment. You feel me? But in the end, there's always going to be hate regardless. But hey, like I said, as long as my team in a race, man, no, we're not going to just sit back and allow and grant y'all that opportunity. You feel me? You got to earn it just like everybody else. Because, I mean, we trying to go for that number 2. Our goal, and I can speak for a lot of Eagles fans, our goal is to surpass the starting with me. My goal, I want to surpass the Ravens. I hate them. I want to surpass the Ravens. I want us to be able to ring check them Giants, and I want to ring check them cow bitches like them Patriots fans and the Steelers fans do. I know that's not something that's going to happen right away, you feel me? But hey, to start it one at a time, I want us to catch up to the Ravens. Tie with them, pass them. Washington, I don't give a damn about them. Their rings died when the Redskins died too. They're at the very bottom. I don't give a fuck what they say. Even the dynasties say that as well. Even the teams with multiple rings say that. Their rings died when the Redskins died. Commanders, come on now. You can't find no Commanders logo on that trophy, so that don't mean shit in the end. Anyway, man. Anyway. Now, I'm sorry I can't read a lot of y'all comments right now because I'm currently driving and everything. So, you know how it is. My apologies to y'all. I appreciate y'all still sticking by and still bearing with me regardless. You feel me? But yeah, man. Let me say this though, right? Let me say this though. I'm excited for this team, man. I did see a comment by Still Jackson when he said, don't sleep on the Steelers. And you're right. I'm not sleeping on any team. I'm not even going to sleep on the Panthers. I know, but let me tell you this about the Panthers, though. You might not agree with me when I say this, but a team that has nothing to lose can be more dangerous than a team that has everything to lose. Because now that teams are playing for their job. That's what they're doing. They're playing for their job. And considering the fact that the Panthers almost beat the Chiefs, I mean, I don't think the Chiefs is as good as their record. I mean, honestly, I don't think their record is as good as their. I don't think their record is as good. I don't think they're as good as their record says they are. That's what I meant to say. I don't think their record is as good as they say they are. Y'all know what I mean. I'm out here switching up and shit. Y'all know exactly what I mean. What are they? 10 and what are they? 11-1? I think they're 11-1. I don't think they're that good for an 11-1 team. I even think the Lions are better than them. The Bills already, I mean, I know it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And, I could say the Bills look are look better than the Chiefs, especially when they already beat them. But at the same time, the Bills are hysterically known for choking in the playoffs, even at their best. Like, there are times I even picked the Bills to go to the Super Bowl, but they just choke. They choke. So I don't know. And then you got the Chiefs. I could say the refs always help the Chiefs out. You feel me? Whether we agree or disagree. But even for an average team or not, they always find ways to go to the Super Bowl. The Chiefs, I don't know, man. We'll just have to see for sure. We'll have to see for sure. But yeah, I know I'm feeling real good about moving forward and everything. I am confident, but I also know not to sleep on any team. Now, the Steelers is the last team I'm going to sleep on because right now they are the toughest team on our schedule. You feel me? They are the toughest team on our schedule. And I know the Steelers, I think they swept the Ravens already, or they only beat them once. I don't know. But yeah, just want to say, but yeah, I'm not going to sleep on any team. I would love to see us sweep the Cowboys, although they're not at their best. I can admit that they're really not at their best. But in the end, they talked a whole lot of smack. And I remember in 2021, when the Eagles lost a lot of their starters, they were talking smack when they quote unquote swept us, when they swept us. As a matter of fact, them beating our backups was like their Super Bowl. Like, that's how they was acting. Not all Dallas fans, but hey, man, it will feel good to sweep Dallas. It will feel really good to sweep Dallas. But we're probably going to be resting our starters by then. And yeah, we're probably going to be resting our starters by then. So I'm not going to have the highest expectation. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm not really a believer in Kenny Pickett. You feel me? I'm really not a believer. Like, it's so bad that I could probably trust Daniel Jones over freaking Kenny Pickett. I could trust Tanner McKee over Kenny Pickett. I'm sorry, Kenny. I mean, you probably gonna take that as disrespect, but we gotta call a spade, man. We gotta call a spade. I would love to see you shut me up eventually when your time comes, but I don't know, man. I don't know. There's only one strong pocket passer that was very successful in my era, and that guy was Nick Foles. Even though he never started, I mean, not start. Not only, I mean, despite never finishing the season, but he's the only one that won us a Super Bowl. He's the only quarterback who's a pocket passer at that that's won us a Super Bowl. It's going to be hard to really trust others like that. I know they tried to turn Carson Wentz to a pocket passer. That didn't work out. Donovan McNabb, midway in his career, he eventually became a pocket passer. Like, I would say he was the most successful, but when Nick Foles won that Super Bowl, I would have to throw Nick Foles up there. I don't know if I've trusted another pocket passer like that since. But yeah, man. What can I say, really, man? What else can I really say? But yeah, man. Steelers is the only legit team we really got to worry about, though. So, and I'm not going to sit here and brag that, they haven't beaten us since what, 60-something? 19, I think it was 60-something or 70-something. You feel me? Yeah, that was a thing back in the trash talking days, but right now, none of that really matters today. It doesn't matter that they got more rings to us. It doesn't matter that they haven't beaten us in Philly since 1960-something. All of that can come to an end. I mean, the Ravens, we've never beaten the Ravens in Baltimore. Never. Never. Like, last time we beat them was way before our time, 1978, when it was the Baltimore Colts. Other than that, as the Baltimore Ravens, we never beat them on the road. As a matter of fact, the last time we beat the Baltimore Ravens was the Dream Team. The Dream Team. That was their. Yeah, I was gonna move. I was about to move back for this trucker right quick, but seems he got it. Shout out to him. Yeah, 1965. Shout out to you, Dashy. Yeah, man. That was the last time. But yeah, the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, man. Last time we beat the Ravens, it was in Philly, and it was the Dream Team year. So we're talking what? 2012? 2012? I said 2012. 2012. Yeah, that was the last time. The very last time. So but I'm happy to see that, we're ending streaks left and right. You feel me? Like, I don't know when's the last time we beat the Saints in New Orleans, but we did that. I don't know when's the last. I don't think we've ever beaten the Bengals in Cincinnati. We put it into that. There's a lot of things we put it into, and I love to see it. I love to see it. A lot of issues we had, coming across the season, but I'm happy to see that, we're working on it. We're getting better from it. We're not. I don't even think we're at our best. I don't even think we're 100%. You feel me? I don't even think we're 100%. Like, come on, the Eagles are supposedly like last when it comes to passing. That's more likely because we're taking advantage of the run game. I mean, who wouldn't take advantage of the run game? I mean, don't you want to win games? Like, come on now. Like, we didn't have that. I mean, I think we did have that run game in uh in 2022. I think we did have the best run game in 2022. But we used our passing game a lot more. We already Come on, man. We already know how legit the passing game is. Like, come on. The same guys, Hurts throwing the ball to AJ Brown, throwing the ball to I know Smitty is hurt, but yeah, come on, man. Like, we ain't gotta explain shit to nobody. We ain't gotta explain shit to no one. But yeah, I feel like we could beat the Steelers, but I'm also not gonna sleep on them. Now, could there be a trap game happening up soon? I mean, I don't think so because not only are the Eagles trying to win this division, but we're also trying to secure the number one seed. You feel me? So I'm not going to say a trap game could happen later on. Like, any reason we lose to teams like maybe the Cowboys or the Giants, most likely we're already going to be benching our starters. So if that happens, I mean, losing to the Cowboys could possibly happen, but I don't see us losing to the Giants regardless. Like, they're on like the worst level kind of rebuilding. You feel me? So, but yeah, man. I mean, I know I've been way behind on making videos and making streams and everything, but like, this is that time of the year where I've been really busy. You feel me? As much as I love to stream, the game's a lot more as much as but it's Sunday night games, Monday night games, Thursday night games or whatever. Those are games I just couldn't do because I gotta work the very following morning. So it sucks, but it is what it is. We gotta prioritize ourselves. You feel me? But yeah, man. I don't really think I have anything else to say. I guess to close this video, here's my message to the Ravens fans. I mean, listen, shout out to Baltimore, man. I always got nothing but love for that city because that's my second home right there. But it's always fuck them Ravens. I mean, I see y'all, bringing up the refs. Y'all still making excuses. It must be a Maryland thing. You feel me? It must be a Maryland thing. It must be a yeah. We're gonna say Maryland thing because Commanders they are in Landover, Maryland. Because I mean, as soon as we beat them, they were all making excuses back to back, which was insane. You feel me? I mean, when I say this, I'm not talking to Awesomeness. I'm not talking to Big Simple. Shout out to Big Simple. Always keeping it lit, always keeping it simple. Shout out to him. How are you? First of all, how are you on your phone and you're around the ambulance? With the sirens on and everything. Like, what? What? But yeah, man, shout out to Awesomeness, shout out to Simple, shout out to Louis T, shout out to Skin Span all day, Skin Span all day. Shout out to him. Shout out to HTTR. Shout Rio is another one. Shout out to the real Commanders fans. But the rest of y'all making all the excuses and everything, like, come on now. We were in the same situation y'all were. And yet we still managed to overcome that issue and still win the games. And Ravens fans, y'all complain about y'all kicker missing. Y'all saying that's the only reason y'all lost. I mean, Jake Elliott did the same thing. And, we still won that game, so I don't want to hear shit y'all gotta say. Learn to take y'all L's. You know why? Because real teams, real competitive teams always bounce back from L's. And they get better from it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Anyway, that being said, man, I heard Dallas Goedert, he might be entering IR, which is really gonna suck. It must really be that bad because the Eagles did just sign what's his name? CJ Uzuma? I believe they just signed him, or he might be elevated from the practice squad. I don't know. But yeah, it must really be that bad. It must really be that bad. But yeah, he's out on Dallas Goedert might be entering. He might be on IR. Reed Blankenship, he's got a concussion, which really hurts as our defense goes. But yeah, man, you just got to keep it moving. I mean, I can simply say next man up, but it's kind of hard to. You can't just next man up anyone. I mean, now Dallas Goedert. I mean I understand you want to say next man up on that one because Grant Calcaterra was doing this thing. When he gets his opportunity, he steps up to the plate. Not a lot of tight ends do that. You feel me? So I'm still excited to see for Grant Calcaterra stepping up to the plate. But Smitty being down, it's great to see that he's coming back. But when Jahan Dotson gets his opportunity, I don't really see a lot. I don't really see the best of him. I don't really think we're using him like we should or whatever. So that being said, Smitty can't simply be, replaced temporarily. So I don't know, but nonetheless, all we can do is stay strong. Keep it moving, and just pray for our guys to return. That's all we can do. Anyway, that's all I got to say, though. I don't really have much else to say. So, y'all do your boy a favor if y'all made it this far, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Be greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one. Let's go birds. Fly Eagles fly. Oh, and follow my TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. It is Desert Eagle X90. It's the same as my Twitter. Desert Eagle X90. That is my TikTok. So definitely check that out. And yeah, man, let's go birds, fly Eagles fly. And I'm out. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
All right, y'all. My bad. I overheated a bit, but I'm gonna just end that. Shout out to Simons. Happy birthday to the OG, man. Hope you enjoy your day. All right, I'm gonna end this, y'all. Y'all take it easy.